Hello everyone, it's me, Dr. Arachno on the World Wide Web. Today we're going to be playing Anode Heart. It's one of my favorite games from 2019, or 2023. Jeez, 2019, that was a while ago. That is not what I meant to say, 2023. This game came out last year. Let me know if the sound is alright. But yeah, it's an indie monster tamer. I think it's originally it's based off 2000s era, early 2000s era monster tamers. Specifically, it was based off Digimon World, which I never played, but I did play Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and it reminds me a lot of those, but definitely with a more technological fix. I'm coming through clear. That's good. Can you hear the game? Awesome. Yeah, I'm using application capture today instead of computer capture. So hopefully there won't be echo issues like there was yesterday, because it won't be picking up anything from my browser. It'll just be picking up the yeah, exactly. 2019 was last year, right? I would say if only, but would that mean we'd have to do 2020 again? I don't want to do 2020 again. And welcome Ravenclaw Rachel. We're glad you can make it. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's not do 2020 again. 2019 being last year is not good. Why are my eyes doing that? I'm not closing them. Alright, well, we're going to have a little bit of scuff until I figure this out. I'm debating getting a different program for my animation, but this one's worked so well-ish so far. So, but yeah, I think it's about 5 minutes in, so I guess let's start. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Apple Discord. Yeah, I'm Dr. Scuff. That's my new name. Please don't make that my new name. But yeah, so we're gonna do a new game. I've played this game in its entirety before, just as a heads up. This is it. It's complete. Oh no, my doctor's off the doctor. It's me, it's Dr. Scuff! They caught up to us. We have to evacuate everyone. So our time is up. Save the two of them. I will stay behind. The A must survive. Yeah, I wonder what that is. Now, your journey begins. Seek. So this game does have a story. It's actually pretty good in my opinion. But you don't necessarily have to follow it too closely, I would say, for this stream. It's a game with a story, and it's a good story. I wouldn't necessarily call it well, I guess in a way it's sort of a story-based game, but a lot of the game is the monster taming, right? So, and the exploration aspects of it. There's stretches of story, and there's large stretches in between where you're just sort of wandering around the world and exploring. So if you miss some of it, I'd say, don't worry about that. That's part of why I picked this game to stream. Capsule trace complete. Program found. Analyzing. Kernel data is missing. Seek. Reinitialize. Oh, we're booting back up. Question mark? Oh, we collapsed again. You're awake. Thank the virtuals. I was afraid your program had malfunctioned for good. Oh, my apologies. I should explain. You're inside my station in Kernel Dump. I am Shishi the mechanic. You were collapsed on the brink of Circuit Shore, so I brought you here for repairs. Though I have to say, I've never seen a Mechanica quite like you before. Even as a mechanic myself, I had trouble figuring out how to reboot your program. Thankfully, it rebooted on its own. Do you have a name? I saw some symbols on your sleeve that can be interpreted as Seek. Alright guys, do we want to be Seek or do we want to be like Arachno? I honestly don't know if they let you change your name. I just went with Seek my first playthrough. Is your speech module inactive? Why don't you take this for the time being? If you need, you can use our recorder to write down things you want to say. Or in my case, things you want to remember. Haha! So is Seek your name? Yes or no? I'll let you guys decide if we're Seek or not. No, we're not going to name him Scuff. That's mean. We're not going to name him Scuff. My name is not Dr. Scuff. I'm not Dr. Scuff. I'm Dr. Arachno. Just for that, I'm gonna name him Arachno. Alright, there we go. Do you remember how you got here, Arachno? No record. You should rest here for a bit, Arachno. Your power has... It's so weird actually seeing him refer to him as Arachno because I'm so used to him being Seek. Your power hasn't fully restored. It's like when you name Link something else in Ocarina of Time and they call him something else and you're like, that's not right. This man is Link. I may have made a mistake, but we're gonna stick with it. Your power hasn't restored to full capacity yet either. Not to mention that strange mist outside. I almost got lost out there myself. You can save your progress here at the terminal, and you can recharge your circuits at the Heart terminal over there. Well, if you need help with anything, I'll be here at my workstation. Alright, let's save. So the data on the right is my finished save data from when I beat this game. The data on the left is going to be our data. So we're gonna go here. There are 3 eggs in various colors. Here, touch them. Yes. See, it took me a while to figure this out, but actually not a while because it's pretty obvious what you're supposed to do. But yeah, so we touch the eggs, and then they're gonna hatch. The prototype eggs. Well, what? How did you do that? I've been trying to hatch them for months. Well, there's no time to marvel now. You'll have to link with the Tama that is about to hatch. What? I promise to explain all of it later, but please, you must get closer to the eggs now. I've set it up so that only one of those Tama will hatch, but you have to pick which one. Okay, are you ready? They're about to hatch. Okay, so, hold on. The dog wants to go down because she can never be happy. She wanted to come up like right before I started streaming, and she was going to harass me the entire stream if I didn't let her do that. So, anyways. Okay, so we have 3 options here, and I know what you guys are going to want, because I know y'all, but we have the fox, or the fire dog. Sorry, he's a dog. We have a fire dog, we have a bird, or we have a kobold. I know you guys want the kobold. I've already picked the kobold, though. I picked the kobold my first run through this game, so I don't really want to pick the kobold again. If you guys really want to see the kobold, we can see the kobold. The important things mechanically are that the kobold is like strongest early game. The dog is the weakest of the 3, and the bird is just actually cracked. Like, I ended up catching the bird my first run, and then this thing basically soloed the entire game for me. The bird is really weak early game, but like by late game, this thing is like, it's like unbeatable. Like this, it's just insane. So I'm kind of leaning towards the bird. We can do the dog. The bird is not that hard to catch. The kobold's the hardest to catch in my experience, but it may have been that just that way because I picked the kobold. So I guess it's like dog or I mean my only issue with the dog, honestly, is the dog. His main ability is that he inflicts burn, and like burn when you attack, it damages you. So the dog takes a lot of damage. Yeah, what the dog is doing is inflicting burn. So like, yeah, so it's like, so he inflicts like a lot of burn in the, like once he's fully evolved, basically. So it's like, oh, your enemies, like they take a bunch of damage when they attack, but the attack still goes through, right? So like they still hit you and it hurts a lot. The kobold, his whole thing is he stacks armor, which basically is just straight damage reduction unless they have pierce. He doesn't do it as well as some of the late game Tama though, even at his best, which is why he's like kind of falls off. It's like there's a Tama called Block Knight that's just frankly better at it than he is. And the bird's thing is that he gains speed every time he uses a wind tech, and there's ways to basically make it so that he can just endlessly use a really powerful wind tech, and speed is how many actions you get. It's literally like the higher your speed, the more actions you get. So the bird just kind of pops off. Like he goes first because his speed is high. He Oko something because his magic is high. Then he gains more speed, so he gains more actions, which means he gets to keep doing this for the entire fight, and it's just like the snowballing is insane. Whereas the dog, like you can, if the battle can go on long enough and you can sustain yourself long enough, I don't think the dog gets healing, but if you use like items to heal or whatever, the dog can make it so that your enemy like KOs themselves eventually, but it's high damage. So, yeah. So it sounds like I'm thinking the bird, unless you guys really want the dog. Because it takes we could theoretically catch all of them. I'd probably have to do it off stream though, because like they're very rare spawns, and so otherwise you would just see me resetting a screen for like an hour or so to catch all of them. I'm not sure we need to. All right, we're gonna go with the bird then. Vivo. Yeah, I think like this is probably the best bet, because like by the end of the game I wasn't even using the dog or the kobold really. This will be a similar run to before, potentially, but we'll try and use a different Tama. But I used all three of them in my first run, so like it's not like no matter which one I pick. Yeah. I want to give it a nickname. What do we want to name the bird? I agree, the birds are excellent. Do we want to name the Tama? I mean, I hesitate to name the Tama after viewers because, frankly, a lot of these Tama are going to get benched. We're just going to name it Burb. I kind of like just naming the Burb. That's actually pretty funny. This is not what you expected, Blue? What did you expect? I'm curious what you expected. Alright, we now have Burb. Now, oh, sorry, I didn't even read that. Now that you have linked with this Tama, you'll have to be the one to take care of it. I was going to explore the island with it as my companion, but I'll entrust that mission to you now. You expected a psychological visual novel. It is not a psychological visual novel. It's a mid-2000s, or an early 2000s monster tamer. It's like Digimon World is the one that apparently it's most based off, but it's also kind of like Gold and Silver, but with like more of a cyberpunk theme. I was going to explore the island with... Also, welcome, Blue. I'm glad you could make it. I was going to explore the island with it as my companion, but I'll entrust this mission to you now. You probably already know this, but until recently, Tama were a phenomenon exclusive to the net. Inside the net, they existed as amalgamations of data and code that has essentially come to life. But now they seem to be popping up in the overworld as well. Since our world consists of many layers, both digital and analog, something like this isn't impossible. But we still don't know how Tama came to exist in the first place, or why they've started to take form in the overworld. Yeah, it doesn't. It does. So it was apparently like according to like I'm not sure if it was according to the developer or just like according to somebody, but I've heard it's most inspired by Digimon. Like basically, it was most inspired by specifically a game called like Digimon World, which I think came out in like 2000. I did not play it because my mouse is on the screen. Sorry about that. I did not play it because Digimon World was like a PlayStation game for like PS1, and I didn't have a PS1. But apparently, it's really good. I hope that I'll be able to understand more now that you've linked with FIFO. Oh, one final thing before you go out and explore. Here, just in case you find recruits, this gadget will help you keep track of them. I want to explore the island and find other sentients who want to come and live here. Once, long ago, this place used to be full. It was very lively, but now I'm all alone. With all the mechanic work I get each day, I'm barely able to keep this slot and its surroundings clean. So please, if you happen to meet other sentients, try to bring them here to Colonel Lum. This is one of my favorite parts of this game. So if you're gonna get into Digimon, again, I highly recommend this game because it does feel like very Digimon-y in a lot of ways. Like, there's a lot of like the digital world intersecting with the physical world, and like the monsters evolve and then de-evolve. It's on Steam. Yeah, it's like I think it's like $20 or something. I think I got it on sale for like 15. But it's like really affordable, and it's honestly like a great game. I got it like intending for it to like tide me over until Persona 3 Reload came out, and I like devoured it. Like I finished it almost immediately, and now it seems like the game that's going to tide me over is the one that I originally thought I wasn't going, like is Final Fantasy 16, which I've been playing off stream, and I'm barely making any progress in that because I'm playing this again instead. Yeah, the music in this game is great. But yeah, anyways, one of the things I like about this is you actually grow the town. Like you go around and you meet people in the world, and they come back to the town and they like open up shops and things, or like news of like there's like somebody who opens up like an arena where you can like do Tama battles. There's someone who just like sells honey, which you can use to recruit Tama. There's like another person who like opens up a school. It's like, yeah, it's great. Like you just find people and they just do cool stuff, and then the town grows, and you really get a sense of progress. Not just through like, oh man, I'm so cracked at battles now, but like you go back to your base and you're like, yeah, there's people here now. I remember when I met you. You're pretty cool. Hold on, I gotta hydrate. Yeah, I agree, Rachel. It is really cool. Yeah, it is. Like, so often games are just like, your only growth is that you're better at killing things, right? And like, that's fine growth. I appreciate that growth. You know, I like optimizing games, but a lot of times it's good to feel like you're actually having an impact on the world, you know? Besides like somebody saying like, oh, congratulations, you saved the world, and then never mentioning it again. Beep boop, over here, Mr. Shishi just gave you a Tama, is that correct? If you want to learn a bit about it, come talk to me. Alright, I'll do the tutorial. I know how to play this game, but I'll show you guys how to play this game too. I can do some combat basics on dummy. What do you say? Very well. Initiate lesson 1. Use your Tama to attack the dummy. Alright, so you have your attacks, and you have multiple attacks, and as you see, we only have our I was about to point at the screen, but you guys can't see the screen. You can just see my screen. But you'll see this, actually I can use my mouse. Right here we have this 1 bar. And that's our speed, right? Like that's how many actions we get. This is 1 action, so after this, we're gonna get 1 action. And we're gonna peck. And so you can use text for as long as you have time points. Once you go over your remaining TP, it's your opponent's turn. Yeah, I mean, I think my opinions on Tears of the Kingdom are known. I don't want to really harp on it because I know a lot of people really like it. I didn't like it very much. I liked Breath of the Wild a lot better. But I definitely understand how if you're more into like building things, you like Tears of the Kingdom. That's why I'm actually not streaming Palworld, is I know that that's the game that's really popping off right now. And it's also, it's like very heavily inspired by Pokemon. Oh, I didn't even read that. I was just talking. But yeah, basically you have TP, and when you go over them, it's your opponent's turn. And when they go over theirs, it's your turn. But yeah, but no, like I know Palworld, like it's very Pokemon inspired, but I don't like building games, like crafting and building games. Like that's not really my speed. So I don't think I'd actually like Palworld. I think I'd like the Pal capturing aspect of it. But in order to do that, you have to actually like build a base, and I'm not sure if I would enjoy that. And if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not sure how entertaining it'd be. But I agree that like a lot of the satisfaction of the game comes from like helping people in a crisis. Anyways, let's peck this guy again. Alright, we leveled up. We gained some speed. We earned 150 bites, and we learned Tiny Wing, our first wind tech. That's important because spamming wind techs is how you do this. The Palworld devs support AI art, like unironically. I had not heard that before. If that's true, that's kind of sad. I'm not doubting that you're. By the way, when I say if that's true, I'm not doubting what you're saying to me, like that you are like lying to me or anything. It's just I had not heard that before, you know. And I don't want to like. I'd want to like. I don't want to spread information I haven't verified on stream. Gotcha. But yeah, I agree. Maybe if I had a multiplayer to play Palworld with me, if they didn't, then I would enjoy it if I could just go around catching things and other people would build things. That could be fun. But yeah, I hope that I'll look into the AI art thing after stream. But that's disappointing if that's true. Well done. The dummy stood no chance. Now your Tama must have gained a level. Is that correct? When your Tama gains a level, some of its stats go up. You also received 1 potential point. This is one of the coolest things in this game too. Like, so for those of you who do not know, I haven't been into it in some time, but like there was, for probably like a decade of my life, I was super into competitive Pokemon. And I got like really deep into like the nitty gritty mechanics of competitive Pokemon, like before there were even like competitive Pokemon leagues, back when like it was not a thing that most people cared about and was like largely fringe. Now I think there's more people who are into it because there's like leagues and like online play that's like actually designed for competitive play and like all that. But yeah, the mechanics of this game are great. Let me just say that as somebody coming from a Monster Tamer mechanics, this game puts so much thought into it. I don't think it would be good competitively because I think that your Tama get too broken. Like you can basically make Tama too broken, but from like a single player like adventure game, the mechanics are fantastic. So we got our potential point. Here we can spend it to increase one of our stats, but we also get our evolution tree here. Oh, I forgot they updated it. Yeah, so when I first played this game, it didn't tell you the exact requirements. This just said requires low speed at level 10. If you get low, now the dev actually, okay, thanks Blue. I'll look into that after stream. But yeah, now the devs have people are basically saying like, I don't really know the requirements, like what's low speed mean, and so he just put the actual requirements in, which I really appreciate. I don't know if it's a he, she, or they really listen to feedback, and I appreciate that. That's always good from a developer. Okay, so this requires greater than or equal to 20 speed. So our goal should be to get to 20 speed. I don't know if we can, because you get more potential your next time around. They haven't told us this mechanic yet, but basically when we have a level cap. Right now our level cap is 13. When we hit 13, after we've advanced a little bit in the game, we can reboot, as it says like right under our picture. And rebooting is basically you go back to level 1, but you gain more potential. and your level cap increases. So can we increase our speed? Yes, we can. Yeah, I should default to they as well. I don't know why I didn't. That's usually what I do. Anyways, we gotta go explore. What's our quest again? I literally don't have. Oh, we're just gonna go recruit 10 sentients. That's right. We're just exploring right now. I forgot. I can't dash yet. This place looks so empty. Oh, and the levels of these guys. The levels were not previously above their heads when you were just out adventuring. So you could get into a battle and not know what level they're. These are so cool. Like, I'm really glad I'm replaying this with all these quality of lives. There's going to be a big update in March as well. At least I think it's like, it was maybe spring. I think the devs said March. Where they're going to add legendaries or mythicals, I think is what they're called. Alright, let's fight one of these guys. This guy's level 1. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be sometime in the spring. I don't remember exactly when, but it's all right. But yeah, and I don't remember exactly when, but they're currently working on it. There's going to be no more big updates besides quality of life, like some small quality of life improvements, because they're going to try to add mythicals to the game, which are like they're mentioned in the game already, but you can't actually find them, which was a little confusing for me. But see, now we get to act twice because we raised our speed. And as you'll notice, this red bar on the side, like, we can go over because this costs 2 TP, but we actually only have 1. And if we use this, you end up giving your enemy more actions, which I did not know for a very long time, and that was a lesson I needed to learn, because some of the TPs end up being like 10 or 15, and I would use them on 1, and I would my enemy would just act like a billion times on me. But sometimes that's the play. Sometimes that's the play. Like right now, this is the play. The other thing is that I don't know if I'll get to display this, but when you can use abilities once you've exhausted their like usage points. Like, I can still use Tiny Wing again. I will take recoil damage, but I can use it again. And there's items you can equip that prevent you from taking recoil damage from using the same ability multiple times. And that is what makes the bird cracked, is when you get 4 of those, they're each a 25% reduction, you can just spam things like Tiny Wing endlessly while endlessly gaining speed. And it's amazing. But yeah, see, I took 1 recoil. And it turned red. Alright. And here's our first person. That's a cooking pot. We can't I want to recruit the cooking pot. Why won't you let me? Hello. Enjoying the beach? It's a bit too mechanical for my taste. Oh, I'm Kai. What's your nick? Hello, Arachno. What brings you here? Wait. Don't tell me. Have my meals become famous? Ah, sorry. I got a bit ahead of myself. So you want me to come with you to Colonel Dump? Oh, I've been there. I wanted to cook for the residents there, but I quickly found out they're all mechanicas. They only feed on electricity. Say, if sentient residents popped up there, even if it's only 1 or 2, I'll come and cook for them. Why don't you come visit me then? Oh, okay, we can't recruit them yet. I remember I recruited them. I forgot that I have to get other people first. Alright. Oh. Ooh, this may be bad. I accidentally aggroed both of them. So you get more experience when you... Ooh, yeah, we're done. Ripperoni. We need to go grind on the beach some more, I think. Those guys hit way too hard. But we gotta go back to base to heal up. Otherwise, we're gonna pass out. But yeah, so Blue, you got a birthday present idea? Is it, yeah, I mean, we'll see, right? But I agree, that's a good idea. But honestly, I think that, like, the game is honestly, it's pretty good now. I don't think it even needs the mythical update. I'm just excited that there's gonna be an update at all because I love the game so much. And apparently it's like, it sounds like it's gonna be potentially, like, new quests and stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can... I swear this guy gave me another quest eventually. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, that's right. We fight this guy again. I forgot. Alright, now we have a real fight. Alright, we did it. Wow, you bested me. I think you noticed that some texts do double the normal damage to my Tama. You'll see 2 times written next to the move as a sign of that. What that really means is that your move's element is strong against my Tama's element. This board next to me has all the element's weaknesses and strength written on it. Feel free to study it. And in case you need to check it during battle, simply open up your info tab and you can use the extra keys or click on the fire button below your Tama's icon. By the by, I have a little task for you before I teach you anything advanced. Go outside into the wild, battle others, and raise your Tama to level 3. Then come talk to me again. I think we already did that. Oh, you managed to raise your Tama's level? Very well, I'll tell you this then. Every tech has BP or battle points, which represents its raw power, TP or time points, which is its usage cost. And finally, CP or combat points, which represents how many times you can use a tech without receiving return damage. Tech power is amplified by your Tama's own strength stat or magic stat. If a tech's damage is brutal, it's your strength stat. Similarly, if a tech's damage type is magical, then your Tama's magic stat will amplify its power. Armed with this knowledge, are you ready for a rematch? Yeah, let's do it. We may not win this one, guys. Yep, that was my plan all along. I knew I was gonna win that one. I was using strats. I was planning to make them run out of TP or CP and recoil, and yeah, that was master strats. Spectacular. Good job, Dr. Arachno. 500 IQ. You bested me. Wow, you bested me again. Looks like I'm the one who must take notes. Here, take this as a small reward. We got a small floppy. I'll give you your final task now. For our next rematch, I want you to have a full party of 3 Tama. You have any Tama you want, of course. If you're unsure how to fill a party, talk to my brother, T. Rain. He lives in the forest next to this town. And let me give you some extra knowledge. Your Tama will learn many texts during its growth, but only 7 of those may be used inside battle. Open your Tama text menu and reorder the text to choose which ones you have active in battle. By the way, this order matters. The last 3 texts in your active text list will have a TP penalty, meaning they have increased TP cost. Pay attention to that as well. That's all for now. You may continue your tests. Also, glad you could make it, Hoofmonger. I know you wanted to see the game. So far, some doctor sent us a float because something happened in the lab, and now a different doctor woke us up, and we're just gonna try and find guys for his town, because they're all everyone here's a robot. So the only way that you can actually, there's 2 ways you can recruit Tama. You can give them things that they like, or you can battle them. We don't really have anything to give them right now, so we kind of just got to battle them and hope for the best. But that's what we're gonna do. There's the way that I recruited all my Tama in the previous game. Every Tama likes honey. There's someone who will give you and sell you honey that in this forest once we recruit them. And that's really the easiest way to recruit Tama, because it's like a universal item. You don't have to worry about what they like in particular. So I think we're going to go do that quest now so we can recruit these Tama. All right. Oh, he did see, like, now he wants to join us. So we got another Tama. Aha, so you're the honey thief, aren't you? I got you now. Huh? Don't play dumb with me. No one comes here except for me, and someone has been stealing my honey from hives. So you're saying it wasn't you? Huh, what do you want then? I gotta hydrate. Alright, there we go. You want to help me? What do you want in return? You want me to come to Colonel Dump? Okay, I'll think about it. Now listen here. I haven't been able to identify the thief, but I know honey tends to disappear during the night. Most likely culprit is a wild Tama, so you better be prepared for enemy encounter. I keep a tight schedule, so I always go to sleep early. That means you're on your own here. Come back here during the night and ambush the honey thief? Yeah, that might work. Did you get all that? Yep, we got it. Okay, and leave me. I have work to do. And thank you. You guys ready to watch television? Wowie, what a fun show. Oh, hey, I saw another sentient just like you. And they were fighting another with 3 Tama at once. It was amazing. Do you want to watch this show with me? Please, please, please. Watch the show. This will remove time forward by 1 hour. Yeah, so this is the best way to get to night. This only works here. Like, this kid obviously isn't everywhere else. And you can talk to him once after he leaves if you're fast enough. We're gonna see if we can spawn a fire dog. Nope, didn't work. Oh, spider. We got it. We gotta try, guys. We gotta try. Ooh, this was a bad idea. This guy's pretty tough. Ow. Alright, I don't think we can get the spider. We gotta run away. See, the kobold is really strong against the fire salamander guys, so I never have trouble with them. But man, they're really rough with the burb. Ow. Oh, wow. That's not good at all. I thought he had a fire attack, but I guess not. I think he's just gonna keep healing on us. Yeah. Alright, we can't do this yet. Alright, it's night, so we can now try this guy. Sure. We might need to grind more. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna need to grind more. Yeah, alright, we can't do this quest yet. Bummer. Yeah, rip. Oh, Arachno, you're finally awake. We caught you stretching the border. Like that, no. Alright, he restored us, and we have to pay some money. The money cost increases as the game progresses. So, gotta be careful. Alright, let's grind on the beach then. Or we're super effective. Oh. These guys are at the beach at night? I've never actually come to the beach at night. Alright, let's sleep until morning, and then we'll grind until we're like level 5 or 6. And then we'll try that quest again. Yeah, so part of this game is kind of grindy, like fortunately or unfortunately, depending on if you like grind. That's like, I kind of like the grind. I'm not sure if it'll make for good stream content, but you do just kind of have to grind. Oh, we learned Winter Wind. That's good. Alright, we raise our speed again. But yeah, so like I said, the game's kind of grindy at times, but it's like kind of an older style game, and so that's kind of to be expected, I think. But the grind can be kind of zen in this game, I feel like, because you're just kind of doing like it's the same thing repeatedly, and especially later in the game when you can like reset enemies super quickly. It's pretty relaxing. This was released on PC. This is not actually, I know it's not actually an old game. It's just in the style of old games. It was released last year for computer. I think it's only on PC. It might also be on Mac. But yeah, it's like an homage to like older games. Oh, I could have just fought that guy because he respawned. I didn't have to go back here. Yeah, so Winter Wind, I think, freezes us. Yeah, Winter Wind is good because it freezes people. It is bad because it also freezes us. And when you're frozen, you essentially, like, you lose actions according to your freeze value when you try to use an attack. So for example, with freeze 1, you have to use at least 1 combat point or 1 TP worth of skill to be able to unfreeze yourself, and then it'll eat that skill even if it's like 50 TP. With TP or with freeze 10, you have to use at least 10. So if you only have like 2 6 abilities, you just waste 2 of your actions. So freeze is really broken. There's a Tama later in the game that I used that stacks freeze on people really effectively, and it's nasty. Which is again part of why I say like I don't think that this would necessarily be like a great multiplayer game, because you can do things like stack freeze on people, and there's really nothing you can do about that other than like KO the Tama before it starts to stack freeze on you. Or like use an ice element Tama, but then there's other things that people could do to like Oko you, so. But as a single player game, it's great because there's all sorts of really interesting strategies you can use that aren't used against you most of the time. Alright, I wonder when one of these guys is going to join us. Like, you'd think that one of them would by now. But I guess not. Oh, nope, there we go. Speak of the devil. Cool, we got a Crabble. Alright, that means we can also go back and do that other guy's quest. Oh, we should also open up this chest. Life chip. Increases max level by 1. Those are very handy because they mean you can reboot less. Well, no, I didn't jinx it. Like, I wanted this to happen, right? Like, we need 3 Tama to do the quest. So we can actually go back and fight that guy again. Yeah. I summoned friend, exactly. Alright, well let's go heal and save, and then let's go talk to that robot again, and we can now do his quest. I am gonna get the spider Tama when we get the chance. And when I get the spider Tama, I am going to use him on my team. The crab is French shaped. I never used the crab in my first game. I don't even know if it's good. What does it do? Excuse me. That's not very good. Because I think those are super effective against us. Alright. Yeah, we're ready for the final rematch. Let's go. Oh, it's one of these guys. Alright, I think we can beat like one of these guys. Okay, so we're gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. See, so he wasted his entire action and we got 3. It's like this game is very strategic. Crabs are spiders of the sea, that's true. Or are spiders crabs of the land? But yeah, so you can just freeze him and then it's not much you can do about it. Oh yeah, so I can peck. He dodged it. Okay, that's not good. I don't think we can do this yet. I think we need actually like stronger guys, because I think our crab is still level 1. So yeah, I don't think he's. Oh yeah, this may have been premature. We're gonna lose. We've got to grind more. Yep, alright, Ripperoni. Well, we tried. One of the things that is rough is that if you don't KO like all the Tama, you don't get any experience. So it really is like all or nothing. So we can't just grind that fight, we've got to go grind somewhere else. I I think we can go grind in the forest. Maybe grind the saplies. Because some of them are a little higher level. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone with the bird. Because the bird's really good late game. But he's not very good early game. The other thing that's important to note when you're leveling Tama is that the position of your Tama matters for experience gain. The first position Tama gets 100%, the second gets 50% experience, and the third gets 25%. So you should probably actually swap Crabble with Burb so that Crabble can get some experience. And then this is going to take a while, but he'll get the experience. I don't know if we can actually... We probably can't keep farming this, though, because he's just going to take too much damage. Yeah, this isn't really going to work out. Alright, at least he leveled up to level 2. Oh, and you learned Bubble Sword. Okay, that's good. So we'll keep this up. But yeah, it's an interesting game because I feel like in a lot of Pokemon games you can kind of just rely on your starter to carry you through. And you can't really do that in this game because of the way that experience works and the way that rebooting works. You actually do have to like level your whole party, but it can be rough to level your whole party if you're not actually fighting with your whole party, right? It's not like you can just get an EXP share and call it a day. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Winter Wind was super effective against these guys. Wow, that's actually really good. Alright, an Apparat is now level 4. He finally learned a fire tech. We have a Salafier. They'll go into our backup party because we already have 3 Tama. So they'll gain 25%. Yeah, it's Pokemon for adults, exactly. Buff. Yeah, it's like better Pokemon that doesn't treat you like a child. It like you have, and I mean especially like some of the final boss fight in this game is really hard. Like I don't think there's like any way that a child could clear it, even with like an absolutely like cracked team. I literally needed to leave that boss fight, like look up if there was an item that like made me immune to one of his status conditions, and then use that item. Because otherwise it was like just not gonna happen. And even then it was hard. But, yeah, I guess Pokemon for adults is a good way of putting it. Because that's kind of what it is. So you just got to keep grinding it out, and then eventually we'll be strong enough that we can clear some of these quests. We could fight both these guys, and that would give us more experience. I think we could do that now. Yeah, because if I do that, and I do that, and then I do this. Yeah, there we go. And now we just got to do that again next time. And so we take a lot of damage, but so we can't just do this like repeatedly. But then we just use Winter Wind again. And there we go. And now we get big experience. Like, see, look at that difference. All right, and then let's go to our party. And I forgot to raise our potential. All right, now we got 10 speed. We're not gonna be able. We're gonna be Foulpoo whether we like it or not. And then what about you, Crabble? What text do you have? You have Zap, which is magical. This is brutal, and this is brutal. Okay, well it seems like you mostly do brutal, so let's raise your strength. Let's also raise your hit points. And then this guy I think probably does magical. Yeah, his main tech is magical. So let's raise his magic. Yeah, so choosing which stats to raise is a huge part of this game. And you do get to reset it when you reboot, which is good because like you can really screw up your Tama if you give them the wrong things. Can make it a lot harder. I think we could probably take on that guy at night now. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. I think he was only level 5, and I think we're like level 6 or something now, so we should be able to, especially with Winter Wind, we should be able to do it, because we can just freeze lock him. Since there's only one of him. Yeah, and you can just, if you're button mashing, you can talk to this guy until night. Oh, snap, I forgot these guys like aggro on you at night. Oh, and they're fast. Ow. They do give a lot of experience, though. This is where I grinded early game. Yeah, exactly. No story. That's what we're doing. It's just like real life. It's just like real life. You just spend forever watching television and your life story never advances. Ow. Okay. Alright, we did it. We finished the quest. Now we just gotta get out of here. That's the next, well, we may wipe. That may be how we get out of here. Yeah, see, this is why it's good to level when you're like actually strong enough to fight these guys. Is that, you can aggro a bunch of them at once, which really increases your experience gain. And I want to tame that spider, but there's no way we can do that without our main guy. Alright, we did it. We managed to make it out without wiping. That's good. And just, you know, we're not going to hit some story advancement for a while. Because like I said, like this game there is a story. It's a pretty good story. It's not like, it's mostly an exploration. It's like old Pokemon, right? Where like there's a story and you advance it, but it's mostly like about the exploration of the monster taming. So you can easily go like several hours without getting the story, like at all. Because you're just doing quests and you got like a lot of the story is gated behind recruiting people, so you got to recruit people, and then once you recruit them, then they unlock more story, and from there on you progress. But it's a fun game because like a lot of it is just exploring, and a lot of the guys you have to recruit are just out in the middle of nowhere, and you just have to sort of find them and then be like, hey, you want to come join my town? And they'll be like, yeah, just solve my problems first. And then you do, and then they join your town, and then you unlock more stuff that helps you get more story, and so on and so forth. So, like, if you're looking for, like, the main plot, you don't even unlock the main plot until probably, like, 5 hours in, at least. And then from there, it's like, it tells you where to go, but you can't go. If you go to that place when it tells you to go there, you will, there's no way, absolutely no way you'll win. You have to go do a bunch of side quests before you do that. I caught the honey thief. You defeated it, but it ran away and was a wild tanuki. Those frickin' things. They found me. Once wild tanukis find bee hives like this, they never stop coming. I tried various methods, a multitude of medieval traps and torture devices. Trust me. No, whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Yeah, that's how I feel about this game, Blue, is a lot of the side quests I actually really like. Right? Like, I kind of get invested in these characters. They don't say a lot, but, like, I'm kind of invested in Hana's, like, beehive now. Like, she has her beehive, and she wants the Tanuki to stop raiding it, and I'm like, yeah, I can understand how frustrating that would be, right? Yeah, but exactly. It's like, ma'am, like, no, don't worry. We'll never bring that up again. The only thing they avoid are places with lots of electricity, power generators, zappy things. I can't generate that much electricity here to keep them at bay, so I might as well take you up on your offer to join your town. Now that I think about it, I'll be able to sell honey to the residents there. Ka-ching. Say you collect Tama, don't you? I have an extra larvae that I was planning on releasing in the wild, but you can have it if you want it. Oh, cool. Oh, and let's exchange cards. Our cards. It's what all the cool kids are doing. We got it. We did it, everyone. We got our first recruit. It's too late. No. We want her there. The honey is cracked. Like, it is the meta. The way that you recruit Tama is you give them honey. Because if you give them, like, 5 honey, they're guaranteed to join your team after the battle. Like, guaranteed. Like, it's not even a matter of, like, oh, will they, won't they? No, 5 honey, they're in. Every single Tama in the game. The thing's like I said that it's, like, cracked, but to, like, the average Tama, that thing apparently is, like, cracked. Like, they cannot get enough of it. All right, let's try the spider again. And if that doesn't work, we'll come back with that. We'll come back with the honey strat. Yeah, see, we lost our turn because we froze ourselves. The spider's actually supposed to be pretty good. I've seen people online talk about that spider being really good. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, so let's see. I don't want to use our honey right now though, because we're gonna get more. But I don't think we're gonna recruit the spider, obviously. But yeah, he didn't join us. The warp ribbons are also really good because they let you, like, travel home instantly. Why is this spider adorable? I think the spider, like, I don't have any official confirmation of this. I think the spider is based off of Kumiko in So I'm a Spider, So What? And Kumiko looks a lot like that. She's actually a lot cuter than that. She's also, like, legit one of my favorite anime characters. When I was first designing this model, actually, I modeled it off of her. Obviously, it doesn't look like her anymore. But that was, like, one of my early designs for this was, like, it was very inspired by Kumiko. Yeah, this. Oh, you thought the spider looked familiar? Yeah. If you've read the light novel for that, its evolution is, like, similar to something from the light novel as well. Of Is There a Spider, So What? I think it might also be in the anime, like, near the end, but like it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting reference in my opinion. There's apparently a lot of anime references like that. I don't remember a whole lot of other ones. Like, that was the one that stood out to me the most. But I'm also, like, I'm a big fan of So I'm a Spider, So What? So it probably just, like, stood out to me more than some of the other ones. All right. Hey, you, I'm stationed here now. What is your name, by the way? My name's Arachno. I'm not Dr. Scuff. Okay, my name's Hana. Nice to formally meet you. You know, this place ain't that bad. Lack of tanukis makes it immediately 20% better. So as you can see, I have my BB hive up and running, and I was thinking, I'll give you one free honey sample each day, and if your Tama likes it, you can come back and buy more. What do you say? Of course, it's an exclusive deal that applies only to you. Well, let me know if you want some honey. I do. I want some right now. Yeah, we're just buying all of it. That's what you do with the honey. You just buy all of it because it's so useful. Like, you can completely ignore the like favorite item mechanic of this game if you just have honey. All right, let's go catch a spider. Is there a spider? Oh wait, no. Well, it doesn't matter if there was a spider. I left. All right, you got a deal for me? What's the deal? Okay, Judgment. I actually do want to get into the Yakuza series, so I will strongly consider that deal. I have Like a Dragon. Like, I own Like a Dragon. I've owned Like a Dragon for years. I just haven't actually, like, gotten around to playing it yet. But, like, I've seen some streams of Yakuza, and it looks interesting. So I'm definitely, like, interested. So I guess, like, remind me when the stream is over. Oh, okay. So it's different. You're not a Yakuza, you're a detective. Interesting. Is that the new one? Is Judgment the new one, or is Judgment one of the older ones? I feel like I've heard of it coming out recently. I may be thinking of a different one. Okay. Then I might be thinking of a different one. Or it may be that I'm thinking of that one, and I'm just confusing when it came out in my mind. Man, these spiders are a lot rarer spawns than I thought they were. Because they spawn, like, right in that spot right there. But I don't want to go, like, further up and check. Okay, I don't think I've heard of Infinite Wealth. I know they changed it to the series name to Like a Dragon. But I haven't heard that one. I don't remember which one this was, but like I watched a stream, like a lot of streams of one, where like the main dispute was like, it was like a land dispute. It was actually really interesting. It was like the whole plot was essentially that there was like a land dispute caught up in an inheritance like situation. And I was like, this is pretty engaging. Like, it's like as an adult, this is a very interesting plot. I think if I played it as a kid, I would find it really boring though. Yeah, I think they called it Yakuza in like the West to like draw people in, right? It was like a localization marketing thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, maybe it's just called Like a Dragon. Like maybe it's not called anything else. I don't know what it's called in Japanese. But that would be really funny if it's literally just the same title twice. Man, why is this spider not spawning? Are we at the wrong time of day? I thought they spawn during the day, though. I know they spawn at night, but I thought they also spawn during the day. Yeah, it was Yakuza 0. Yeah, it was Yakuza 0. You're right, because I remember that, like, somebody in chat was like, oh, actually, this building shows up, that they're trying to build, like, shows up in later games or something. And Yakuza 0, I think, was, like, a prequel. Spiders spawn in medical school. I'm not a medical doctor, okay? I should be clear about that. I'm not a medical doctor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like a robotics time travel doctor, like Dr. Eggman, except not evil. Yeah, I could be like Doctor Who, I guess. Yeah, like that kind of doctor. I could be evil. I could succumb to the dark side, but I consider that I actually, like, when I was making my model, like, for a while I was like, should I look edgy? Because, like, in my soul, I want to look edgy. But then I was like, no, people will make fun of me if I look too edgy, and then nobody will have a good time. There'll just be a bunch of people being like, why do you look like Sasuke Uchiha? And I'll just be like, I don't know. So I had to, like, de-edgify the model to, like, make it, like, more palatable, I think, to most of my audience who is not me and just never outgrew their emo phase. That's true, I didn't. But, like, that's, like, yeah. Yeah, I want to say that was a bit. It wasn't a bit. It wasn't a bit. I really do just like edgy things. Where is this stupid spider? I am a bit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, Blue gets me. Blue understands. Yeah, so the spider is supposed to spawn, like, right there. I wonder if maybe it only spawns at, like... Does it only spawn at night? Yeah, sure, I guess let's... We'll just spawn at night and hope that it spawns and that we don't get, like, murderized by Tanukis. Yeah, I didn't think the spider would take this long. Normally I find them. I guess it's, like, not necessarily a common spawn, but I used to hang out in this area, like, so often because, like, the Tanukis are just so good for grinding up until, like, the mid-game. Well, I guess, yeah, up until the mid-game. Alright, well, while we're here, we're gonna see if we can spawn the dog. Yeah, that's pretty true, Blue. We all were pretty edgy. I mean, I never had a goth phase, or like an emo phase or whatever. I mean, I always liked edgy music, but oh, finally. Yeah, I always liked edgy music, but yeah, see, its friendliness is at 20%, and now it's at 40. It's gonna bite us. We're gonna get poisoned. 60%, 80%, 100%. All right, and then once we KO it with this, it should ask to join us. Yes. All right, now let's just get out of here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of yeah, we got the spider. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like screaming music, like screamo. I'm more of a fan of like pop punk, where it's like there's a lot more singing. I don't necessarily like mind screaming. Like I know some people who are like, oh, I can't listen to a song if they're screaming in it. And that's not me. I can totally listen to a song if they're screaming in it. And some songs I enjoy have a lot of screaming in it. But overall, I generally would say that I prefer like singing. I'm more about like the vibes of songs. Like, does it have something interesting to say, right? That's what I really like about like pop punk, is a lot of it's like critical of yeah. I really like Castle of Glass, because again, I like songs that are like trying to say something, and I feel like Castle of Glass is. But I attribute Castle of Glass to, actually, you know what, I don't want to talk about that on stream. We're just gonna move on. I don't need to confess this. But yeah, no, like I really like no, I'm not gonna confess my sins. I will tell you maybe off stream, but I'm not gonna just confess that. I just started. Let me at least have a phrase where like anyone who stumbles into this stream thinks I'm normal. I mean, I'm not, but like let them think that. Let them at least pretend. Let me at least pretend. All right, fair, but there's some things that there's some things that you just, no, I'm not gonna do it. All right. Normal is boring. That's true. I frequently say that like streamers that are normal are boring. So I guess I'll confess it, because that's true. Like I think there's a trend around streamers where they're like, I want people to think I'm normal, but the reality is like nobody wants to watch a normal man do a stream. Like he's just gonna like be normal, and you're like, wow, that's not entertaining at all. Like he's not even funny. He's just like aggressively normal man. All right, yeah. So I first found Castle of Glass through a Homestuck AMV. That's my sin that I'm confessing. That's my sin that I'm confessing. I'm not a Homestuck anymore, and I was never like super into it. Yeah, see now you're laughing at me. This is why I didn't want to tell you guys, because I knew you guys were gonna make fun of me. I'm sure like probably like almost all of them, because it was like it was like the weird kid thing to be into back in the day. And like all the weird kids either grew up and like, I mean, I guess like most streamers I think used to be like the weird kids, right? Like especially like VTubers. Okay, well, like, did you ever have someone drag you into it kicking and streaming? Because that's what happened to me. Is like, one day I went to school, right? I went to school and like all of my friends were Homestucks. Yeah, see, and like all of my friends were Homestuck, and all they wanted to talk about was the Homestuck update of that day, because it used to update like daily, and they'd be like, let's talk about Homestuck update. And I did not know what this update was because I was not reading Homestuck. And so like to be part of the conversation of my friends, I now needed to read Homestuck, and I read it, and you know what, it was actually pretty funny. Um, it's a very slow start, and I wouldn't recommend anyone reading it in like 2024 because I don't think there's necessarily much of a point. But for when it was coming out, it was pretty funny. I thought eventually it took a while to sort of find its footing. Yeah, that's appropriate. Like I said, I'm not sure like I'm not sure that you really missed out on much other than just like the cultural phenomenon. Which again, like a lot of the people involved in that cultural phenomenon were not people you really wanted to be involved with anyways. So a lot of them were nice people, and some of them were just like they took it way too seriously to the point of it being like kind of toxic. Hold on, I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah, the music for Homestuck was really good. Toby Fox did a great job. I mean, he does a great job just in general, but... what do we want to name this spider? We can't name it Arachno because I'm already our character's already Arachno. Lolth, good suggestion. Good suggestion. No, we're not naming it Cocaine Spider. I don't want to. I'm streaming. I don't like where. We could name it Doctor. That's a good one too. And together we're Doctor Arachno, Doctor Lol. Kumiko, yeah, we could name it Kumiko. That's what I was thinking. All right. So it's between Dr. Lolth, or Kumiko. I named it Kumiko in my last run. Yeah, actually you're right, Aries. They are both terrifying spider women. Excuse me. You're right. All right. I don't have a D6 nearby, actually. Does somebody have a D6 that they can roll, and then I'll just trust you? Yeah, absolutely, Rachel. I guess like 1 to 2, Doctor. 3 to 4, Kumiko, and 5 to 6 Lol. And then just I trust that whatever result it returns, you'll be honest with me. Alright, in the meantime, what were we talking about before the spider? Oh yeah, the music. Yeah, the music in Homestuck was pretty good. Like I said, like Homestuck in general, 3. Alright, I think that's Kumiko. Right? Because it was 1 to 2 is Doctor, 3 to 4 Kumiko, and 5 to 6 Lol. Alright. I hope I spelled this right. Kumiko. Can someone look that up? If that's really her name, because I honestly don't remember the spider from So I'm a Spider, So What? Because I think Kumo is spider, but it might be like something else. My Japanese is honestly pretty bad. I know like her name is supposed to be like Spider Child or something. It's like what it translates to, but like child also, the ko in child also is like a feminine suffix for names. In the meantime, I gotta take a bathroom break real fast, so I guess I can look it up while I take my bathroom break. So I'm gonna save the game, pause it, and then we'll be right back. I'm probably only gonna stream for another 30 minutes. I'm thinking of wrapping this up in about a half hour. I got it right? Cool, my memory still stands. All right, so let's save the game, and then I'm gonna go to the be right back screen, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. You can stop with the crab. And thank you, Rachel. I actually made it myself. I mean, you can probably tell that because it's pretty clearly like not professionally made. But um, all right. So now we probably want to go to sleep so that it won't be night anymore. Since we can't really farm the Tanakis yet. Well, I mean, I guess we could try. We could try and farm the Tanakis. No, no more crabs. I'm back. You don't have to do that anymore. The crab rave is over. Oh, I didn't know these guys spawned at night. Oh, nice. If we freeze them, then they waste their thing. Oh, right. We were frozen too. Rip. I always forget this ability freezes you. Oh, yeah. Your Tama can learn abilities from other Tama. Oh, guys. We gotta go fight that other guy. The guy who beat us before. We gotta get our revenge. Oh, we should probably level up Kumiko a little bit before that. And then we gotta go back and fight that guy again. I want to at least beat him before I end stream today. Are you guys enjoying this game? Do you want to see more of it? Or do you want my next stream to be something different? You want to see more? Okay, yeah, Okay, yeah, I can keep streaming this. Normally, I'm not going to stream on Sundays, I don't think. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, normally I don't think I'm going to stream on Sundays, but I didn't really like the stream from yesterday, so I wanted to. If I want to, I might stream on, like, Gorilla stream on Sundays around this time, or around, you know, the time that I normally start, so around 2 Central. But overall, I think that it's going to be mostly Saturday streams. Saturdays at 2 Central. I'm going to try to stream every Saturday at 2. And I'm going to try and hold myself to that. Yeah, I really don't have anything else in mind, Hookmonger. It's really just this. Like, this is... because, like, the only other game that I have in mind that I might want to play isn't out yet. I think I might want to play either Rebirth or I might want to play Persona 3 Reloaded on stream. But, like, to be perfectly honest, or was I? Right, to be perfectly honest, I feel like I'm still struggling to pay attention to games that I stream while I'm streaming them. So, like, my focus is either on being entertaining. Oh, cool, the Tanaki wants to join. My focus is either on being entertaining or on the game. And I'm not yet good enough at doing both. And so obviously, if I have to choose, I want to be entertaining, because that's the whole point of the stream, is I want you guys to be having a good time. So I'm not sure if I want to play Reload or Rebirth on stream, because I kind of want to be able to pay attention to those games, since they're both very story heavy, and not just, you know, talk over them or get distracted during a major cutscene or something. So I'll have to see if by the time those games come out, if I'm feeling more comfortable or if I'm still feeling kind of green. So I guess until then, it'll be Anode Heart. Yeah, my only concern with Anode Heart is that, like, I know y'all will show up for it, but I feel like since I'm just getting started, I'm not sure if it's really good for, like, attracting people who aren't y'all. And at some point, like, yeah, I could play Elden Ring. I'm really bad at Elden Ring now, though. Like, I'm super rusty. That might solve the problem of basically playing something a little more popular that people might want to see more of, so that I'm not just like taking time out of y'all's day every time I want to stream. Because I really do appreciate you showing up for this one because on short notice. But I know that y'all have your weekends too, and I don't want to take that from you. That's true. Being bad at Elden Ring is entertaining. But I'm not sure that I want to make a complete fool of myself on stream just yet. I already confessed that I found a Linkin Park song through a Homestuck A and B. I have to measure myself. I can only be so cringe before people are just like, no, I can't stand this anymore. But it's true. Like, I know that like it's funny because like when I watch streamers say the same things that I'm saying right now, I always think that's not true. I actually find that more entertaining, and now I'm saying the same stuff. Like, I've seen so many streamers say like, oh, I don't want to play this game because I'm bad at it. And like literally some of my favorite streamers I watch because they're bad at video games. And then I'll see them be like, I don't want to play that game because I'm bad at it. And I'll be like, no, that's why I'm watching you. And then here I am being like, I don't want to play that game because I'm bad at it. And it's like, yeah, that's an entire like reason to watch someone though. Because sometimes I think it's more entertaining to watch someone be bad at something than it is to watch someone be good at something. I don't know if that's just me. Okay. Yeah, then maybe one day, maybe when the Elden Ring DLC comes out, I will play Elden Ring. Oh, guys, we're not gonna have a good time. This guy's those little extra pixels in the white eyes mean that this guy is cracked in a way that the other guys are not. Yeah, see how little damage he's taking from this? And how much damage he's dealing? Oh, geez. Do we have an item that can heal us? This is worth it. We'll gain a lot of EXP. Alright. Yeah, sorry for being quiet. I had to actually, like, strategize. I should have been talking during that time, but so like I said, like, I can't be entertaining and pay attention to the game at the same time still. It's still not natural to me. But, yeah, no, oh, here we go. Foul hole time, because I totally forgot to level up our potential this past time, so we're gonna be the chicken. Congratulations, we're a chicken. Yeah, I figured I know it comes with practice. I just gotta practice more. Alright, that actually, like, that was a jump scare because I forgot that we look like this now. Yep. Enjoy Foul He while it lasts, because this is not what actually makes him good. Foul He's not a very good Tama. Alright. Let's see here. Is there like can we get two of them at once? There we go. Yeah, so this is why I like this area. Is once you get high enough level, you can just sort of farm these guys and they get you a lot of experience. We're probably going to be a little over leveled for fighting that last guy, but that's kind of how I want to wrap up the stream, so I'd rather just farm it for now. I'm trying to see if I can get Kumiko to level up too, or to evolve. Alright, but yeah, so I could play something like Elden Ring, that's true. I I made you say that for when the DLC comes out, but I don't know when that's going to come out. Alright, yeah. It's true that all chickens look alarmed. They kind of look like perpetually, like, afraid. Alright, I mean, if you were a chicken, wouldn't you fear the sheer terror of existence? Like, you exist to either, like, lay eggs that will then be devoured, or to be devoured yourself. And that's why people have kept you alive for thousands of years, and they're not going to keep you alive much longer, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's actually kind of a horrifying existence when you think about it. Like, yeah, they occasionally let you out into the yard to feed if you're lucky, but that's only if you're lucky. A lot of chickens, they just get cooped up. Yeah, exactly. You're also so small, right? Like, you're the bottom of the food chain. You're super tiny. Yeah, so this is why this guy's good. Is oh, well, that's also why he's good. But he stacks poison. The spider stacks poison, and then they take a lot of damage when their turn starts, unlike the fox or the dog, where they take a lot of damage when their turn. They take a lot of damage like after they attack. This guy's like on start of turn, they take a lot of damage. So you can stack that up, and they'll just get KO'd like right away. But yeah, no, I feel you, Hoofmonger. That's how I feel about my dog, right? She's afraid of everything. And I'm like, if I was a tiny dog, I too would fear all things. Exactly, they can just pick you up. And there's nothing, literally nothing you can do about it. You're just gonna get picked up. Like, you can claw at them and peck them or whatever, but if they're wearing protective gear, good luck. Alright, let's switch back to Burb. Does Burb have potential for us? They do. Excuse me. Yeah, like I said, you have to be wearing protective gear. Otherwise, the chickens do get upset. Birds can be really nasty. Like, they're some of the nastiest animals out there. Yeah, like, a lot of people, you know, like, they like, talk about how, like, dogs would be upset if they knew they weren't wolves anymore. But do you ever think that cats, like, especially small cats, are upset that, like, they're no longer allowed to be, like, masterful predators, and instead people pick them up and call them baby? Because I feel like if I was a cat, that would be kind of insulting. Yeah, geese are awful. You do think about that, Hoof? Okay, so it's not just me. Yeah. I don't really interact a lot with cats, so I don't really know too much about how cats would feel about things, but I feel like they definitely think very highly of themselves. We got really lucky there. The third one spawned right in time. Right in time, just in time. I forgot we were frozen again. That's going to keep happening with this ability. It happened to me like literally the entire game. Alright, come on, Kumiko. We just need you to hit level 10. Actually, we probably don't. We can probably actually just put her in the front of the party and take out this guy. Because we've only got about 10 minutes until I said I was going to end stream. So we should head back. Yeah, I can understand animals thinking highly of themselves being part of their charm. My dog thinks very highly of herself. It's part of her charm. Alright, eventually we're going to get out of this forest and we're going to fight that guy. But not right now. We could teleport. We have an item that lets us teleport, but I like to save those for when I'm farther away. That's true. Cats are a lot spikier about it because, like, cats, if you pick them up and they don't want to be picked up, like, most cats will scratch you from what I understand. A good dog will not bite you if you try to pick them up. They'll just sort of like allow this to happen and squirm. All right. Save here. Let's move Kumiko to slot 1 so that we can try and get some experience. Gotcha. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we way over leveled for this. Yeah, I don't think we needed to level this long. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we may have tried too hard. We may have really put in some work that was unnecessary. Yeah, do you see how much that poison took off? It's nasty stuff. And we deadly bite this guy. Now he's poison 3. And we can just deadly bite him again. We can just poison him 6, and then he'll probably KO himself. Yeah, he KOs himself at the beginning of his turn. That's why the spider's good. Alright, I think we level up now. Oh, we learned Fiber Web. Learn Sonic Wave from Killfoe. I love how you can learn abilities from other Tama. Like, in my last game, my bird learned a healing ability to like heal 40% of its HP just from grinding. Yeah, but like, yeah, there we go. See, it even becomes like a humanoid spider. Zzz, you defeated me. This must mean only one thing. I've taught you too well. Well, before you go out there and conquer the world, here are my final bits of Tama knowledge. What? There are special kinds of texts called interrupts. Yeah, we know. We used one this fight. When you use them, they won't have an effect right away. They're sort of like traps you set for your opponent. If an interrupt's condition is fulfilled, it will be activated on your opponent's turn. These texts are very useful when you get ambushed and you're not going first in battle. Finally, I want to tell you a bit about Reboot. When your Tama reaches its maximum level and it can't grow any further, you'll have the option of rebooting it back to level 1. The trick is, its current stats will be converted into sweet potential that you can then use after rebooting to raise your Tama's stats. That way you'll start with a slightly stronger Tama, and by repeating this cycle you'll be able to reach massive power. She does look, oh my god, she does, Hoof. You're absolutely right. That's awful, I can't unsee it now. Yeah, alright. You know what? Let's just go recruit. Let's go recruit Cook Guy. And then we're going to call it a day. That's terrible. With that burned into my mind. Forever haunting me. Oh, right. You're not here because it's night. You're asleep. Yeah, so... What's this? 1 seaweed. Oh, I think we need that, actually. But yeah. So, we definitely beat that guy. It was perhaps not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I kind of forgot he was level 5. I thought he was like level 10. I think it's seagulls. I don't think anything's meowing. Yeah, I don't think there actually are any seagulls on the beach. Like, no seagull tama. But it does kind of sound like meowing, you're right. Hi, Arachno, how's it going? Oh, there are 70 residents kerneled up now? I'll come there as soon as I prepare today's dish. Say, my material generator is running low on power, so I was thinking of gathering ingredients myself. But now that you're here, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you help me with the ingredients? Yes. You will? Thank you so much. I'll share my recipe with you. It's kind of a secret, so don't tell anyone. 3 hash salt, 3 seaweed, 3 carapace. You can get most of these here on the beach, I think. Forget what to get, come talk to me again. Thanks for helping me out. Alright, how much of that do we have? We have 3 salt, we need 3 seaweed. Do we have 3 carapace? Yeah, we have 8 carapace. Yeah, they know. I streamed it live. Exactly. His secret is out. Now everyone knows his recipe. Alright, we don't need to fight these guys. We can go fishing for the seaweed, I think, though. Yeah. Yeah, teach me how to fish. Because every game needs a fishing minigame for some reason. I don't understand it, but they do. Because, like, the reality is, like, everyone likes to fish in video games. But, like, have you ever gone fishing in real life? It's actually, like, really dull. Unless you're at a place that's, like a specific commercial place that, like, packs the water with fish. You can use it any time, but you can only use it at specific spots where there are fishy shadows in the water. Okay, you guys like fishing? Maybe it's just me who thinks it's boring then. Fish, simply face towards the water and talk to it. Then wait for the aim to hover over a yellow spot of the fishing line. It's like select. The more spots you hit, the higher the real bar will go. Why don't you give it a try? See, I have not downloaded the fishing upgrade for Skyrim yet because it would break all my mods. And I know that there's now another update that would break my mods again, even if I had the fishing update, and that's just infuriating. Well, guys, there we go. There we got dinner. Oh, it dropped seaweed. Nice. We got a seashell. Nice. Let's try that again. Yeah, if you're... Wow, I'm normally not this bad at fishing. Yeah, if you're scared of sharp objects, fishing can be kind of scary. Especially if you're fishing with someone, because that hook can go... Like, if they're not good at what they're doing, then that hook can absolutely, like, come back and hit you. Oh, we got a life chip. Nice. I didn't even know you could fish those up. Yeah, exactly. It's like when I was young, like my dad like got pretty badly injured golfing, and I was like, maybe I don't want to do that anymore either. All right, seaweed, we got it. I think this is everything because I think we have the carapace already. Oh, hey, Arachno. Oh, you got all the ingredients for me? That's amazing. I'll get on it immediately. Ta-da, my infinite salt soup is done. Done. It's not dumb. It's done. It is also dumb, but it's done. Thanks so much for your help, Arachno. Oh, it's perfect. You've got to try it too. Here, this is for you and your Tama. Oh, don't worry. This is the base nutrients. Every Tama will like it. Its weight will go up a bit too. As thanks for helping me, I want you to have this too. I found it buried in the sand one day, and I think it's an upgrade that you can install on top to make it stronger. Sort of like an equip item, but I'm not sure. I think you'll be able to make good use of it. Before I get going, terminal dump as promised. Let's trade our cards. That's horrifying, Blue. Was she okay? Like, did she suffer, like, she can still see, right? Great, see you in town then. Oh, okay, that's substantially less horrifying. But still pretty scary. Yeah, that's a solid nope. All right. Oh wait, we forgot to get our daily honey like these past few days. That's really bad because we need that. You need to buy a lot of this if you want to tame Tama. Unless you want to tame it like the intended way and not just cheese it with honey, which I do not. So, all right. We're gonna heal. We're gonna save in slot 1. And I guess slot 2. Then we're gonna call it a day. So thank you for watching, everyone. Oh, hold on. Before I'll respond to that one last message. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a horrifying story. I'll have to ask you about it another time. Um, yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun with the game. I like it a lot, as you can probably tell. I'm going to be streaming again next Saturday. It's probably going to be this game again, unless I think of something else that I really want to stream more. I don't know if we're going to finish the game on stream, but we're going to try. We're gonna try at least as long as and until I find something else that I want to stream more, or you guys think of something you want to see more. But yeah, thanks. I hope you all have a great day too.